Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Now, Claressa did another interview. I believe she had the same outfit on, so this must have been the same day she did the other interview that I talked about in my previous video. But before I get into a couple of clips, I didn't see the full interview. I saw some of it, so I'm pretty sure I'm missing out on other things that she said, but I would chop it up anyway. So I'm just going to start with these clips that I have. But I did not know Claressa had posted about her grandma passing away. And she said how she was going to be staying off of social media. And this was yesterday that she posted this. I guess like last night. I don't know the exact time. But she posted this saying that she was staying off social media for a little. And not like clockwork, she's online posting and acting like, where was the break? Because she was posting like last night. I don't understand. Where was the break at? She's back to posting. I guess she wanted people to feel sympathy. She already said that people reached out to her and how she can't say thank you to everyone, but she's online posting and doing what she usually does. Now, let me get into the clip from the interview, because what it is that she wants to be down with MVP. But someone who said for MVP to keep her name out their mouth, I really feel she regrets not signing with them. And that's where her frustration is coming from. Because I have not seen them come for her. She did bring up Amanda Serrano and Alicia Baumgartner in her interview. So it's like you're keeping their name in your mouth, which prompted Alicia to respond. And I actually didn't go over what happened between, like with Alicia responding and everything. But she's still speaking on them as if she didn't even go off talking about how they suck and how they need to keep her name out their mouth. She keeps talking about them. She keeps talking about them. In her interview, she speaks on the whole having the Zeus fighting, in a boxing match. So let's look at the first clip.
Flex beat girls upon Zeus. Now they're going to fight against each other, but with the gloves on. I feel like.
But what about the real boxers, though?
These girls could possibly become real boxers. I don't know about Linda Brown and Ray J. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah. Because you, as a boxer, know how hard it is coming up, in a league or in a whatever, in the professional field. Why not give that to a boxer that's putting time in the gym, that's really going hard? And then,
oh, no, we not discriminating.
What you mean? But this is boxing.
I
Come
feel
on,
like
now.
you guys are being racist.
Racist? Ray J and Orlando
Wait,
Brown.
so we can let Jake Paul make $20 million off Uncle Mike Tyson, but we can let the Zeus people make some money?
I ain't like that fight either. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Racist in here. Get me out of here. Oh my God.
Because you almost had me. You almost had me.
Wait a minute.
I'm standing ground.
No.
Oh, she almost had me.
No, listen. Celebrity Flex beat girls upon Zeus. Now they're going to fight against.
So you heard her. She's trying to make this a race thing. And she's claiming the reason why she has Zeus on the undercard is because Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson and made $20 million off of fighting Mike Tyson. She's trying to say, well, they can have reality stars fight. Why can't I? First of all, Jake Paul fought a professional boxer. You have the Zeus undercard are people fighting people from Zeus. Now, it's one thing if you were to be fighting Big Lex or Tasiki, that's different. You can compare that. What you're doing is trying to make an excuse instead of standing on your reason. Your reason for wanting to have Zeus on there is for exposure for you. It's to help you sell tickets. Yes, Jake Paul was a YouTuber, I guess, before he got into boxing. But overall, he's the only, I would say, celebrity, I guess, that has been fighting professional boxers. Who else from MVP is a celebrity that is fighting boxers? All of them from MVP are boxers. They're professional boxers. So I don't understand the comparison. And that also goes to show you that she definitely is in need of money. Definitely in need of money. She's hating on MVP real hard. And I really feel it's because she didn't sign with them when she had the opportunity. Whatever it was that they were trying to offer her money-wise, even if it was lowball in her eyes, it doesn't matter. Her exposure, she would have gotten all of that back and then some. That's the difference. What are you gaining from being with Win Records and Salida Promotions? What are you gaining? She would have probably had to cut ties with Salida Promotions to sign with MVP, and she didn't want to do that. And now look at where she's at. You stuck leaning on Zeus Network to fund and fill seats for your fight that you're supposed to be this big star of, that you can fill seats and all of that. I feel that's the reason why Papoose was mad and didn't want her to fight in Atlanta, because you heard her say, he wanted me to fight in Detroit. I said, no, I'm going to fight in Atlanta, because he felt more confident in, if you do it in your hometown again, it'll be easier to fill seats. That's all this is about. She's really sitting on edge right now and really worried about how this is going to pan out, because she knows her by herself, and then having Kate Scott, who, okay, she's from Australia, but still, she's not going to bring in nobody to fill seats. Even when you go to Ticketmaster and look up her fight, it's just her. It's a photo of her. Kate Scott is not even in the picture. She's not depending on that woman to fill no seats. So here she is once again in another interview talking about MVP and comparing what she's doing with Zeus to what MVP is doing. So let's look at the second part of this clip, because you heard the man ask her, which he made a great point. He said, you have this opportunity to put on some real professional boxers that really work hard at this, that really need this exposure, that really need this moment. And you are worried about Zeus, Ray J, and Orlando Brown. And Sasiki and Big Lex, I'm not saying that wouldn't be a good fight, but my thing is to mix it in with what she already got going on. Zeus could hold their own event. They could hold their own event for those boxers, and they don't need Claressa. She needs them. And that's the whole catch to this. She needs Zeus for this. They don't need her. So let's look at the second clip.
Celebrity boxing is what Jake Paul does.
Right.
He got all these celebrities involved in boxing, and he make millions and millions and millions of dollars off of it. What is wrong with Ray J and Orlando Brown making some money?
I don't consider, like, okay.
They are celebrities.
But Jake Paul event and your event, I would put y'all on two separate pages, because he's not a boxer to me. He's what it is. He got in the
ring with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but that's Mike
scripted. Tyson.
But no, 90. Look.
And Mike would have really beat his ass.
Mike Tyson was farting up there and everything.
I think Mike would have really beat his ass, but I felt like it was scripted.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mike Tyson was 50-something,
though.
Yeah.
I will say this. Jake Paul fighting against Mike Tyson was a fight that never should have happened, but they made their money, right? But also you have, before Jake Paul fought against Mike Tyson, he fought against an MMA fighter. He fought against KSI, which is one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking about, whoa. But they made their money. I feel like with where boxing is going now, I'm a businesswoman, and that's what it is. Like, Ray J has a big platform. Orlando Brown goes viral every single day over whatever. Yeah. And then you have, I'm really excited about Tasiki fighting against Lex. Now, when I watch the baddies, it's way too much fighting up on Zeus, right? But I'm happy to see that they are willing to take their skills to the ring. I've seen Tasiki beat girls up on Zeus, and I've seen Lex beat girls up on Zeus. Now they're going to fight against each other, but with the gloves on. I feel like.
But what about the real boxers, though?
These girls could possibly become real boxers. I don't know about Orlando Brown and Ray J. I'm not talking about them. I ain't talking about them.
You know, Ray J supposed to die like 3 months ago.
Yeah, he played with all of us.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you hear her reasoning for having them? She said that Ray J and Orlando Brown are viral every day. So in her eyes, that means they're going to be able to sell tickets, their fight. Listen, Claressa needs to understand the difference between being famous and infamous. Orlando Brown be online being talked about because of the stuff that comes out of his mouth. He is not viral every day. No, he's not at all. And as far as Jake Paul and everything and her using him for an example, even though he wasn't a professional boxer when he started, at least he's training. I mean, what is Orlando Brown? Are they training and really trying to put in work to learn how to box to even make the fight entertaining and go past 30 seconds? Like, this just doesn't even make sense for her to sit here and talk about they're viral every day. And what does that mean? What does that have to do with you and you putting on professional boxers? And talking about who made, just the way that she's running down and speaking on people from MVP is crazy when you said for them to keep your name out of their mouth. Now, if he goes on an interview and replies to this, she's going to run and play victim online and act like, oh, why are you talking about me? This and that. Like, you can't do that. Like, how do you feel you can sit in these interviews when you're supposed to be promoting your fight and you're talking about competition? This is who you're basing your explanation over who you're fighting about or who's going to be fighting at your event. She's really, really hating on MVP right now. She sees the way that they are making things happen, the way they're putting events together, the way their boxers are being paid. She doesn't like that. She's mad. She's trying to make it seem like what she's doing with Zeus is going to make her money. If anything, you're going to have to pay a lot of people from this. A lot of people are going to have to get paid from this event. So just make sure that when things come to a head with Zeus, you can't come running to the internet playing a victim because you're making it clear you want to work with them. This is what you need to sell tickets. It does, like, you need them. And that's just what it is. You need the Zeus network for your fight. Because K. Scott is not going to help do anything. And you know you're not in Detroit, so you feel like you need some type of a leg to stand on to make it easy for you to sell tickets and then act like when you do get to a certain number or when it gets closer to the fight, it's going to be, oh, she's going to act like her and Papoose did this. They did this. They're responsible for selling out this stadium. I don't think it's going to be sold out. I don't think it's going to be sold out. They'll probably give tickets away once again like she did before. If you got to give tickets away in your hometown, you're definitely going to have to give tickets away for this State Farm Arena. Definitely. So even though she said she was taking a break from posting, I found this picture so funny. I had to zoom in. And when I tell you, when I zoomed in, I thought that, I would be wrong. It's like, oh, maybe I'm looking too far into this. But nope, I was actually correct. So she posted this photo. She had a caption, which we could care less about. But it's the photo because look at Papoose in the back, right? You see him in the back. So from far away, it looks like he's looking at her, right? You thinking that, oh, okay, you see her grinning. You see him standing in the corner because he don't want to sit down and be interviewed. He's sitting back making sure the right questions are being asked to her. And then I zoom in and he's not even looking at her. So she posted this to make it seem like Papoose is standing in the back watching her, right? Look, he's supposed to be standing in the back watching her be interviewed, and his eyes is in a totally different direction. They're not even looking her way. And you see these are her teeth over here. You see her teeth grinning. But look at him. His eyes are totally somewhere else. So these are the type of things that she's worried about doing. Just making things look better than they are. And all of her interview run, I'm assuming she's going to just be talking about MVP and comparing and making excuses. She said that they're discriminating. And I'm happy that man stood on it and was like, no, like, we're not discriminating. You're comparing one person from MVP that was a YouTuber. So you can call him a celebrity, I guess. One person compared to all the other people that's on MVP. Making this a race thing. Trying to spin the narrative and make people say, oh, well, you know what? That's true. If Jake Paul can do it, she can do it. Y'all are doing two totally different things. You're in need of money, talking about he got paid $20 million for a fight. You, Claressa, come on. How much is she even getting paid for this fight? $1 million, maybe? Either way. Guys, let me know what you think about this. I know it's more to this interview. I'm just now seeing that she did it. So I'm going to look some more at what else is in there, and I'll make another video about it. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you to all of you who subscribe and who leave comments and letting me know that you like my videos. I really appreciate that. Like the video, and I'll talk to all of you again soon.